Hello everyone. Welcome once more to How Did the Coach TV. My name is Adlaif Muhamba, career coach, consultant, strategist, published author, you name it. We are a channel which empowers job seekers and career changes to get their dream jobs quicker. We provide tips, tricks, hacks, you name it, that will empower you to make your job search easy and, the most important, rewarding. Today we want to talk about something that is very important, all right, which is top mistakes that candidates make when they are preparing their CVs. Why did I make this video? It's because as a company, as How Did They Coach, we are growing and we are looking to fill certain positions at the moment, and so here and there we are flighting like invitation for job applications, and the CVs that we have been receiving, they are not up to the standard that we expect or any type of recruiter can expect. So this video is about how you can avoid those mistakes that we are seeing in this type of CVs, and not just the CVs that we are seeing during this application process, but even the CVs that we revamp every day. Remember, we have revamped over 5,000 CVs for people in over 25 countries, and we have seen these mistakes all over again. So today, let's talk about top CV mistakes that you should avoid when you are preparing your CV, when you want your CV to be ranked higher than the next candidate. So let's get straight to it. All right, number one, let's talk about personal details. Okay, but obviously gone are the days whereby we wrote personal details on our CVs. We know the personal details. If you say this is my name and this is my last name, that's your personal detail. So there's no need for you to write personal details. So what we have seen is that people, they put their full addresses, which is not advisable. It's not a train smash, but it's not advisable. Why do I say so? Like, if you put your full address, you're endangering yourself. There are scammers out there. There are people that are just looking to do harm to other people. And remember, you are now uploading your CVs in these career portals, and someone is seeing your full address and phone number is stuff. It's really not advisable, number one. Number two, on the issue of addresses, remember, if you want someone who is staying in Joburg, and when you write, maybe you are in Lenasia, which is probably 50k plus or 40k plus from the CBD. Some recruiters, they might just say maybe he or she is too far. I know it's discrimination, but sometimes there are things that we cannot control because we are not there, right? So the good thing is to write Johannesburg, Gauteng, full stop. You don't need to write number 236, block 136, Pretoria East, Gauteng and stuff. So that's your personal address. It has to be just your city and the profit, and that's it. Number two, on the issue of personal details, all right, we want to talk about some people who write their status in terms of marriage. Some they write single, some write married and stuff. Surely you being married or you being single doesn't add value to anything. All right, it could even discriminate you, because some people, they think that people who are single, they are not if you're single, some people will actually say, okay, because he's single, is very irresponsible, which is not the case. Some, if you are married and you've got some, they even write the number of dependents they have, which is another thing recruiters might discriminate you towards, to say, okay, maybe if he's got 5 dependents, like how is her or his work-life balance like? So don't just write those things. They don't do the work. All right. So the good thing is just to leave it. Some may write their religion. Oh, religion doesn't do well. It's good that you have got a certain faith in a certain way, but surely you don't want to get discriminated because someone say, because I'm this religion and I won't take someone who's that religion. Leave that platform for the interviews, because if you see your value, sometimes you'll see that companies, they say, okay, this is his or her value, and they'll hire you. So it is very, very important that you just leave the issue of religion. Some the right date of birth, some the right their ID numbers. ID numbers are very dangerous in this era of technology because of identity theft. So why do you put your ID number? All right, not important at all. So be warned. There are certain things. Some they put their license code or license numbers. Surely it doesn't matter really. It doesn't. Don't just risk yourself because you want to overexpress on a CV. It's really, really not necessary. Okay. Then, away from personal details, let's talk about a picture. A lot of people have asked me, hard life, a picture, is it wise to put a picture on a CV or not? What I can say is that it's really not important to put a picture, right? Because obviously with a picture, we can see your appearance, we can see possibly predict your age, all these things. So a picture will actually discriminate you unnecessarily. And if you look at LinkedIn profiles for a lot of people, other pictures that people put there, they are really not good quality pictures. And imagine you putting a picture, that type of picture on a CV, it will just seem as if something is not really in a good place. So don't put a picture. And some, remember, there is what they call ATS, like an ATS, applicant tracking software. Some, they're not very intelligent to read pictures. So the good thing is to not put a picture. You are just disadvantaging yourself by unnecessarily putting a picture. I recommend a template which is black and white. That doesn't have a lot of these funny stuff, this funny design, these pictures. Okay, so don't put a picture. That's my advice to you. I know that there are countries like the UAE, especially the hospitality industry, they require you to put a picture. If it's like that, then you can go ahead. But if not, just put it as a standard. Black and white, no funny designs, no funny picture. Okay? Then, let's talk about job transitions. A lot of people, you can actually see on their CVs, they write the reason why they left their previous job. So, if you write a reason why you left your previous job, what is the need for an interview? Leave transitions, all right, on a CV. If you transition to this type of job to the other job, that's fine. Why are you writing on a CV? Because at the end of the day, are you being truthful about what you're writing? If you were fired, are you going to write fired on a CV? That's my question. So if you cannot write fired, so why are you putting all these transitions? Because you have to be consistent. So leave those transitions. All right. They are not important in any way. There is a time for the interview, and that time, that's this time that we can talk about those transitions if we need to talk about them. Okay. Number 4, references. I recommend that references you write available on request, or even to leave the section for references. Why do I say so? References are very tricky because they need to be updated every time and again. I know that is something that you can do, but it's not everyone who updates those things time and again, because remember, you upload your CV today and maybe they will call you on a career platform, and maybe they'll call you 3 months later or 4 months later or 1 year later, because normally they will actually rate your CV according to jobs that you can actually apply for, and they'll say apply for this role. But if you do so, you will use outdated references and outdated numbers. And at the end of the day, we cannot reach your references and we say probably he or she is lying, which is not the case. And number 2, in the issue of references, remember you are putting someone's phone number, their full name, their email, where they stay, and you're putting that CV on a career portal. Are you seeing that you're endangering the life of someone? So because of technology, a lot of things we are not supposed to do them as we were doing them in the yesteryear. All right, so I recommend don't write any reference, because another thing is when you're shortlisting, we cannot call your 4 references to say, do you know this person? What is his or her work ethic like? Okay, because you are hundreds of candidates that are applying for the same post, so we cannot call 100 times 3 people, because it's probably 100 candidates and 3 references per candidate. So we're calling 300 people. Surely it's just too costly for us to do that. So we actually require you to provide us reference in the later stage of the recruitment process. So it's the same thing. Then you provide the references then. Okay, that is very, very important and very, very key. So do not just write your reference on the CV. It will make your CV unnecessarily long as well. So references, they are. Just leave them. Okay. So there are a lot of another thing is the issue of email address. Just use a professional email address, like your last name, your name, and at that Gmail, Yahoo, and stuff. This funny references, Boss K, Lady G at Gmail and stuff. Certain things, they will just disqualify you as someone who's not serious. If you are looking for a job, I recommend that you open an email address that is professional and use that particular email address for job seeking, so that you don't get your Facebook notifications, Twitter notifications in the same email box, because you miss important information. So I have a professional email address. If you want to start applying for jobs, and if you want to make recruiters take you seriously, because with other email addresses, recruiters will just say, is this person serious or not? So it is very, very important to remember these things. Gender, don't write gender. Male, female, it doesn't, we don't care. We don't want to discriminate you because you're a female or a male. We want to ensure that we are getting the right person to do the right job. I know the disparities in terms of pay and stuff. So remember, if you put your gender there, it's really not important. And I know that some they're not comfortable to talk about certain type of genders, and obviously, so why are you putting that on the CV? You don't want to give a recruiter an opportunity to discriminate you towards certain things which are really not important, which do not perform any job task, because a person is the one who performs any job task. All right, so thank you very much for watching this video. It's gonna be a series. Next video, we're going to talk about how to write a powerful CV. These are mistakes, but they are general expectations when writing a CV. But people ask me, how do you write a CV? How do you compile a compelling CV? In the next video, we're going to talk about that. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, click that notification button so that you're notified every time I post a video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, God bless you.